Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Helen and I absolutely love everything and all things that smell good and make you feel good. Alright, so today, what are we talking about? Today we're talking about gourmand fragrances. I want to share a few gourmand fragrances that I currently have that are Middle Eastern fragrances. Most of them are affordable fragrances. I have thrown like one or two in this a little bit, but you can still grab them at really good deep discounts on the gray market. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. So what is gourmand? Gourmand is something that is basically edible that you would smell in a fragrance, whether it's coconut or something fruity like peach, or something sweet and delectable like chocolate or vanilla. Okay, so most of these fragrances have something in them that is a gourmand aspect that for me leans more gourmand than having it as like a fruity floral. Most of them I am going to share with you, basically leans forward in gourmands. All right, so we're going to get started with Camera. So Camera is from the house of Lattafa, right? Is it Lattafa? It's not Maison, right? Yeah, I believe it's Lattafa. It's a beautiful take on a sexy dark gourmand. It has dates, praline, or praline, however you want to say it. It also has some vanilla in it, and it's very sweet and dark and more like fall when you think of like these type of notes. This is a really good, sexy, beautiful fragrance, definitely a unisex sense. I think what I'm going to do for these fragrances is just put like notes here because I don't feel like pulling up all the notes. It's just a really nice, sexy fragrance, and I probably should get another bottle while they're like $30-something again. At one point, they went up to like 50 or 60 bucks. I can see myself spraying this quite a bit come fall, but you definitely get, so I'm huge on eating dates with like almond butter or dates in my smoothies. Let me tell you, that stickiness with that vanilla and praline, this is good. Now, it does have a lot of woods in it, and it's flanked with other notes, but for me, that sticky sweetness of like cinnamon and nutmeg, all things spice like that, that's edible, it reminds me of making bread pudding. And I would take like rum and cognac and a bunch of cinnamons and spices and allspice and mix it in together. It kind of reminds me of that. It's a little sticky. I'm just saying, it's good. All right, so the first one is Camera from the house of Lattafa. Next up is a beautiful summer fresh light fragrance, and this is Choco Woman. So this is from the house of Swiss Arabian. This for me it has apple in it. Most of these Middle Eastern fragrances you'll notice have apple, but it has apple praline, and there is like some zest at the top. So it's kind of bright and fruity. It is definitely a green apple. It's not like what you would think of Casablanca. I didn't bring Casablanca down, just so you know. But it's more watery and fresh and complete opposite of Choco food. This is definitely a fresh, fruity type scent. And most women would probably just like it, like to spray like a body mist or whatever. But it is long lasting. It does give me about a good 5-6 hours. Yeah, this is just really good. And I used to wear this quite a bit in the summertime because it wasn't really cloying. But it can get a little sticky with that praline. It's like it's a dense sweetness with fruits and the citrus. So this is really good. This is Choco Woman, very affordable. I think I'll link this on my Amazon link with Middle Eastern fragrances. That was affordable. Not sure where else you can get this, probably Joma Shop. But yeah, this is a really good one if you like those type of mouth-watering, fruity-like fragrances. Let's get into Mancera's Coco Vanille. My addiction. All right, so I love this fragrance. As you can tell, this is her. This is Bae. This is vanilla and coconut, and of course it has other flowers in here. Beautiful. I want to say like a jasmine flower or something, but this is good. This is good. I try not to even put this on my tray because I will reach for this more than anything like in the collection. I love this fragrance. It just screams for me summer, and it could be a little dense and heady for summer for a hot climate such as like here in Texas. But this is good. You only need a few sprays, and if you like that thick, syrupy, almost like It doesn't feel like coconut water. It feels like coconut cream that has been sitting and absorbing a ton of vanilla with some sweet white flowers. This is so good. This is Coco Vanille, and this is from the house of Mancera. Let's stick with Mancera since, you know, he is Bae, they, okay? This is Choco Violet, and this is another beautiful gourmand fragrance. So the thing about Choco Violet is when you have to like chocolate in fragrances, like literal chocolate, beautiful dust of coconut powder chocolate, and you have to appreciate the note of like violet, that beautiful floral, sweet, powdery note. So it's almost like purple chocolate. Like that's all I can describe it as, purple chocolate. Yeah, this is crazy. It's so, that note, that other note that's flanked with chocolate is so sharp and intense. It almost reminds me of a sharp almond. Like when you think of almond abstract with chocolate. That's how crazy this is. So I don't even know if it's heliotrope or violet, but this is beautiful. I love this. When I first got it, I was like, I don't know about her. But evidently, she likes her because this is a good one. Y'all know last year when it was fall, I was all in this fragrance. This is good. I'm tempted to spray it right now. But yeah, this is good. So this is Choco Violet, and this is from the house of Mancera. All right, so this next one is, oh my goodness. So this is Royal Vanilla from Mancera. Royal Vanilla. This is royalty in a bottle vanilla. This is like exclusive vanilla, like one of a kind vanilla. So just think of a dense vanilla with a heady patchouli. And a patchouli is so heady, it's almost chocolatey-ish. And violet. That's what's in here. Weird combination, lasts all day, but when you first spray it, it's extremely loud and heady. As time goes on, say like 30, 40 minutes, come in an hour, it becomes this beautiful vanilla fragrance. And the patchouli isn't as dirty as as it starts off. You know, some of these Mancera fragrances are beastly. So this still has some bite to it, but it becomes beautiful and sweet. So I say it's unisex, but you know, men would have to like a sweet fragrance. But yeah, this is good. This is good. This is definitely a winter vanilla. That's how dense and heavy this is. And this is not a close encounter vanilla unless it's 3 hours later. Okay? Because you get too close, they're gonna be like, whoa, wait a minute. But this is really good. This is Royal Vanilla, and this is from the house of Mancera. All right, so Fabulous Yuzu. This is beautiful. This is lemon custard. This is edible. This is gourmand. Okay, you have to like lemon, and you have to like that custardy type of lemon. Like you have to enjoy that. But yeah, this is good. It's not extremely long lasting. It's not a beast. It's definitely like summertime appropriate fragrance. Definitely toned down for Mancera. I can tell you that. This smells so good, but it is a really good fragrance, and you have to like that zest of lemon for sure. I've never been a huge fan of that, but I've come to appreciate it more, especially in the summer months when I want to like just spray and smell good and walk around all day without getting a headache, okay? So this is, I was going to say effing fabulous. This is Fabulous Yuzu from the house of Mancera. I'll pull out some of these cheapies because they're still available on Amazon. Last time I checked was like, what was it, last week? And there may be like one other place you can find these. But these are from the Maison Alhambra line, and these are the dupes of the other fragrances from Tom Ford. But this is lovely Cherie, and it's a beautiful cherry fragrance. It is cherry. On top of cherry, on top of cherry. And I'm almost scared to spray it because let me tell you, this cherry is so good to me. Yeah, this is good. I have fragrance on, but this is really good. Beautiful cherry, almost like liqueur, like it's cherry, it's thick. Like when you go and get like something and they put the cherries on top and it comes with the red sauce because it's, you know, artificial, but this is that type of cherry. It doesn't smell like fresh, real cherries to me that I eat like from the grocery store. This smells like that artificial cherry to me with that red syrup on top of like something that you would pour on cheesecake, that you would pour on I don't know, angel hair cake. What's it? Angel hair cake? Angel fruit cake? Something like that. Whatever. This. Yeah, this is good, but this is good. This still brings me joy, even though I don't wear it as much because I told you all, after wearing it a lot, smelling it all over the ship when we went on that cruise, and then my brother-in-law wears it a lot, it was like, oof. Then I gave the girls the one that is by the other brand. I forget the other brand, but y'all remember we talked about that. And they wear it a lot. It was like, okay, I can't do another Cherie fragrance. But I keep this one because this one's good. And like they said, they're going away with the bottles, or I don't know what they're doing. I don't really care. Yeah, I have a backup of this one, so it doesn't matter to me. Anyway, so this is Lovely Cherie, and this is from the House of Maison Alhambra. And it's about $25 on Amazon. Maybe 27 now. It's not the little 1920 we were paying, but it's still good. If you like a good syrupy, boozy peach, then you might like this one. When I first got this one, I really liked this one. And as time moved on and our temperatures heated up here in Texas, I can't take this one right now at all. I'm hoping I can take this one come like fall when I just need it to be under 100 degrees for me to wear this. But anyway, this is another one of the Maison Alhambra fragrances that is duping the Tom Ford line, and this is Bright Peach. And yeah, it's sweet and it's cloying. It is so cloying. But when I wore this in winter, I didn't have this issue at all. I could wear it all day and I could smell it for hours. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? But this that thick, syrupy, dense, heavy peach fragrance that's also boozy. Definitely edible. Almost like having a drunken peach cobbler, if you know what I mean. Okay? You know what I mean? But this right here, come on now. I think it's still on Amazon too. All right, this next one, we can agree to disagree. First of all, it doesn't smell like that one from Khye. I did finally go smell it. It does not smell like that for me. Someone had it and I smelled her fragrance. Is it burning cherry or something? And I told y'all it's a no for me. I don't want it. But this one is the Body Oud from Lattafa called Sublime. And I told you all, when I smell this fragrance, I smell like berries and cream and all things like fruity, mouth-watering, sweet, fragrance. So a couple people were saying they really like it. It's just not extremely long-lasting. Like they get 4 or 5 hours. Ma'am, for $20, $30. Well, how much I paid for this? Like $30? I'll spray again. Now, see, this is what I mean when I say spending $100 on something that's like 50 mil and I'm having to spray again 4 hours, okay? Now, I don't mind to spray this again in 4 or 5 hours for $30. So this is what I mean, but this is good. I'm going to say it lasts me about 4 or 5 hours, but I do spray, quite a bit. I would say 5 hours. I spray quite a bit. And I like it. This is very mouth-watering. This reminds me, like off the nozzle, of having like something sweet and berries on top of a cheesecake, even though it is apple. And I get some of the apple, but this must be like the sweetest apple there is. This must be, I don't know. This is not your Granny Smith. This is not your Delicious Red or your Fuji, whatever it's called. This is like Honey Crisp if it's apple. Like this is good and creamy. It's something in here that makes this like a musky creaminess. I don't know, y'all. This is good. Still, a lot of people don't like this. I get it, but it's just sweet and fruity and fun, and it just makes me feel youthful. I'm actually ordering this too for holiday gifts. Them up there. So, but this is good. I don't know why they're gonna use this one up. I should just buy me a backup to let them have this one because they spray the hell out of this thing. All right, let's talk about this Grown Woman's Cotton Candy. Okay, this is your spun sugar. This is your So this is a dupe of Baccarat Rouge 540. We talked about this before, and I told y'all this is the first one I purchased when I kind of knew about the fragrance a couple years ago. And we bought a bunch of these bottles. My daughter's basically has run through 2. They had like a drop. I'm in their room, and it was ridiculous. But this is my second one. And this is so good and so sweet. And so, it just reminds me of standing in front of them while they're just, the machine is going, cotton candy is being spun. We got pink, we got blue. What color do you want? I want them both. And you put in your tongue, it just melt. But you had that taste for a while and your tongue stays that color. Ooh, yeah, this is so good. It's just sweet. It's very sweet to me. This one does not fade away and come back. Okay, it stays. This is good. I like this one. And I'm telling you, every time they wear it, I'm like, oh, here they come. But I like the smell on them. I just get annoyed sometimes. It's just overwear. But this is really good. And this is Baroque. Okay. Anyway, the bottle is so cute to me. I just don't like the top. But this bottle is so cute to me. Yeah, it's cheap too. What, Amazon for $20-some? Go get it. Ooh, honey. Nebris and Nebres. However you want to say it from Lattafa. Ooh, it's a lot of Lattafas over here. That's all I be buying. I need to get into some of these other houses. Anyway, so for me, this is a vanilla wafer, basically. For me, a vanilla wafer with a dusting of chocolate and a zest of lemon. This, come on, friend. Dang, I wonder if these bottles are on sale. Because I went online yesterday and ordered some stuff, and some of the bottles were like marked down. You know how they do that marked down every once in a while on Fragrance Buy? And if these mark down to like under 40, I'm definitely going to get another one. I have fragrance on. This is ridiculous. Oh, this is good. I'm telling you, it's a vanilla wafer with a little dust of chocolate. Like, what's that chocolate called y'all like? Nesquik. And this a sliver of a little zest. Eat them up. Eat them up. This is good. Oh, this is good. I have fragrance on. This is ridiculous. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. And the bottle is so sexy and just... Not all these bottles be pretty from Lattafa. You know, in these Middle Eastern lines, they be just doing too much sometimes. But this one, I like her. All right. So for a while, everybody was talking about this on TikTok. And it just amazes me how we've been buying this fragrance for like years. And it's always been really cheap. I used to buy it because I used to like the oil. It's like a vanilla chocolate oil. And I used to buy it all the time. And we would make it into like our shea butters and stuff. I used to film this like years ago. And then one day I saw the fragrance online and I was like, oh, I just bought a fragrance. And ever since then, I've always bought these. Like I told you, everybody in my house goes through these during like fall and winter. I just buy them for everybody. I might have like one extra in my cabinet, but this is Choco Musk from All Rehab. And this is just Nesty Quick, or this one of those chocolate puff cereal boxes when you first open it and you get that burst of initial fragrance that just tickles your nose and makes your mouth salivate. Chocolate. Has some little notes in it, some florals to make it more of a perfume chocolate, but it's chocolate. Okay? The cheapest fragrance you're going to find that's worth getting, that's going to last on your skin. Yeah, this is it. And normally in fall, I spray this with everything. Everything. I just be like, shh, we're going to spray this. We're going to put our vanilla shea butter on. And then we're going to put on whatever else on top of this. And this is like the layer. This is it. I just need, and I'm probably just need to get into the box. I have one box upstairs, but I don't know if the girls are low or not. But Christopher wears the oils all the time. He likes the oils of this. And it just smells like chocolate. Like chocolate. I don't know. It's very gourmand. And go get that. I think it's like $12, y'all. Let's talk about her, Yara. All right. I still like Yara. She's kind of musky and a little woody, but she got all these beautiful, like, mouth-watering fruits to her that's really good. Yeah, I like Yara. You know, I think what I'm going to do is, I was going to say they like Yara too. I think I'm just going to go and order a few of these and just do them like little baskets with these fragrances for the holidays. We don't really do Christmas Day. We do something similar, but we do 12 days of Christmas where they get something a day. And then that way Christmas Day doesn't seem like you just got to get all this stuff. And yeah, they too old for this anyway. But anyway, I mean, you're never too old for gifts, but you know what I mean. We don't do the whole sit around tree thing anymore. But yeah, this is a good gift. For a teen, high school girl who likes fragrances, has those cute pink bedrooms, this is cute. This is good. I'm going to keep this one though. This one's mine. They'll get their own. That bottle is hideous. So this one is a gourmand fragrance. Although I get like caramel and popcorn. Caramel and popcorn. Other people say Fritos. This is Yoy Moy. Yara Moy. Sorry. And I get like almost like stale caramel popcorn. Like there's something like popcornish. Like, you know, the smell of popcorn before you put anything on it. But then you put a little bit of caramel on it, but the caramel isn't sweet. Yeah, it's almost like a salty caramel and popcorn. But I still get some of the Fritos too. It's really weird. It's still a gourmand fragrance. It does have notes. Does it have vanilla in here? It's so musky. And the wood in here is just like, it's like kind of dense. It's really weird. This is so weird to me. And when I watch people review this fragrance and they're absolutely in love with it, I'm like, what am I missing? So I plan on wearing this again around like fall season and just like when it's not hot. Because it's hot right now and it's 100 plus, like 2, 3, and 10 degree temp is just not doing it for me with this fragrance. But this is This is Yara Moy. And I just want to see if the caramel and more of the sweetness comes out, more of the gourmand comes out during fall. Yeah, so I don't, you know, what this one was, I'm not going to recommend. Just buy at your own risk. Last but not least is Maribel. And this is the house of Canto, or it's probably called something else. I've heard them, the actual brother and sister, do a live, Tiziana Terenzi, and one of them said Vicanto. So I'm going to go with what they said. Then they said something else, and I was like, okay, well, what is it? And this right here looks like a coffin. I don't like this bottle. I do not like this bottle. But anyway, this is beautiful. This is spicy vanilla. Sweet, spicy vanilla. A little up there in price. Definitely worth the coins. Long lasting. Is it unique enough? Like, is it unique enough? Yeah, it's unique. Let me tell you, this thing is sweet. It almost reminds me of like resin and spices and liquors like rum or cognac or something with a bunch of vanilla. And I've said this before, an overly sweetened hot toddy that is no longer hot. So it's like sweet, but it still has all the spices and that cognac and some rum or something. I don't know, but I just sprayed this on top of that chocolate vanilla, whatever it is, and that smells good. That smells really good. Whoa. Okay, I just sprayed this on top of Nebris, and I'm going to have to wash all this off because I know for a fact that this is super strong, and I have to be out in the heat in an hour, and there's no way. Or maybe it'll die down by then. Ooh, this is sweet and sticky, and that spice, those like cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, that thing. This is good. I cannot get past this bottle. I don't know why. This reminds me of like Count Dracula, the coffin thing. I don't know what it is. I can't get past the bottle. I'm trying, but I don't know what it is. I like it. I think it's sexy and sleek, but it just seems so dark to me. But it is what it is. I'm getting better with bottles and buying bottles that you can't see through. And at one point I would never do that. So I'm getting better with this, but for some reason that bottle bothers me. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you know of any other affordable Middle Eastern fragrances that are gourmand, gourmand leading with the gourmand, please put them down below so I can go on the hunt for more fragrances. Because honey, when fall come through, she gonna be gourmand. So if you like this type of video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. It lets others know that you enjoy this video. Maybe you'll bring a little friend or two over to the channel. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and make sure you click the bell. And go ahead and click the down arrow button and click all so you'll be notified each and every time I do an upload. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace and blessings.